welcome everyone. We'll get started shortly. Enjoy the music.
Stood their ground. Tommy and Gina never back down. Tomorrow's getting harder, make no mistake. Look, ain't even look, you gotta make your own breaks. It's my life and it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live my life. It's my life. My heart is like an open highway. Like Frankie said, I did it my way. I just wanna live my life. 'Cause it's my life. Stand tall when they're calling you out. Don't bend, don't break, baby, don't back down. It's my life, and it's now or never. 'Cause I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live my life. My heart is like an open highway. Like Frankie said, I did it my way. I just wanna live my life. It's my life. And it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live my life. It's like an open highway. Like Frankie said, I did it my way. I just wanna live my life. It's my life.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are so happy that you are here joining us. If you would, just write in the chat where you're joining us from. We're curious. Where are you zooming in from us today? You can write it in the chat while we get started. So, welcome to Design Your Life Vision Workshop. I'm Victoria Allen. I will be your host for this evening. I would like to introduce you to Samantha Buckley-Hugessen. Samantha is an American certified coach and best-selling international author. Originally from Seattle, Washington, now as an expat, she lives in Cabo San Lucas. She just happened to have a year layover in Whistler, BC, Canada. Sam is a force at 6 feet 2 inches tall. She's a bit foul mouth or a little bit of a potty mouth, but she is super effective and passionate about helping people get the life they love. She has been managing and leading people her entire adult life and started personal life personal life sales and leadership coaching full time in 2011. Her coaching business is perfectly named A Designed Life. Now, I would like to hand it over to Samantha Buckley Hugessen. Welcome, Samantha.
Hi, you guys. Hi. Where is everybody? I saw a bunch of familiar faces out there. And and I'm getting messages I can't get into the event. Well, I don't know what to tell you at this point. If you can't get in, I can't help you because I'm in an event. Oh, you guys, I'm so happy you are here. I'm so happy you're here. And I saw some familiar faces. It makes me feel comfortable and pleased. And some of you have been here before, and so that's really cool. Some of you are in my inner elite circle, which is really cool. So this is some tune-up work for you. And some of you, this is brand spanking new. So let me tell you what's going on. Our time together is going to go really fast. Okay. So let me share a few things that will make it effective for everyone. And I mean really fast. I said it might take 75 to 90 minutes. It never takes that long because I get excited and I talk fast. So you're muted by Victoria now. That was Victoria. And I think that she was more nervous than me at this. See, I'm to the point where we're going to make mistakes and do it imperfectly. And that's part of life. And I'm down with it. So it doesn't bother me even a little bit. But anyway, so you're being muted by Victoria. If there's something really, really important that needs to happen, raise your hand. Okay, just raise your hand. And the way that you do that is look at your window. I'm on a desktop. So if you look at your window, you're going to see where it says reactions, you know, because it says chat, share screen, or pause, or whatever, right? Participants, all this. So where you see reactions, if you click on that, it's going to say raise hand. Okay. And if you want to throw some reactions like loves and, you know, thumbs up and parties and all that, that's cool too. But I won't be paying attention to that, just so you know. But I'd like to look back on it. It'd be really engaging. All right. So this is an actual workshop. It is not a lecture. So yes, I'm talking, but it's interactive. You need to have your notebook and your pen and be doing what well, basically what I tell you to do. No, I'm just kidding. You need to just be participating. So first things first, you're muted. Second thing, raise your hand or kick a reaction out. Third thing, wear earphones if you can, because as Victoria said, I sometimes swear. And it's usually when I get really excited and really engaged in something. So I don't want little ears to hear me swearing. And when we do Q&A later, which we'll do if you're interested, if you're not wearing earphones, then we will have feedback like on the radio when we were kids, when we call into the radio. Now, if you're sharing a device, okay, so for instance, I saw Lynn and Elmo on there. Hi, you guys, I'm super excited to have you. You're gonna need to get on two devices. You need to be on separate devices. You can't have two faces doing this thing in one machine. So if that means go log in from a phone or from another computer, you're gonna wanna do that, okay? For the most effectiveness. People are still coming in. So you know what? We're just hanging out with, 50 or so of my new friends and some old friends, and it's gonna be great. Okay, so they're still coming in. Oh, there comes the one that couldn't get in. Hi, Elaine. I can't see you, Elaine, but I saw you come into the room. All right, kids, here we go. So for those of you that don't know me, I grew up like most. My mom was married 7 times. 7 times my mom was married. Those are just marriages. Those aren't even including boyfriends and courtings and all that stuff. My sister, she says 8, but we can't figure out who the 8th was. So, but it's pretty normal, right? My dad was a functioning alcoholic. And so that means that he was responsible and he had a good job and nice things. But, I couldn't call the house after 5 o'clock at night because that meant he was probably going to be cranky at the least. So you just learned, ooh, it's after 5, don't call dad. At 22 years old, just like maybe 10 years ago, not really. At 22 years old, I married my very own alcoholic. And I began the best, worst experience of my life. The best, worst experience of my life. I chose it and I had to change it. So what I did, there was a big, long laundry list of all the horrible things that guy did. But here's the deal. I could point the finger at him, but I'd have 3 pointing back at me. And what was going out on me? What was going on with me that I would have accepted that? I knew it was wrong. I did it anyway, thought I could fix them, thought I could save them, blah, blah, blah. And it's obviously 7 years of therapy helped me a lot with that. But what I did is I made a decision. Write down that word because it's a powerful word. Decide, make a decision. I did the work. My lovely friend Farron commented today as she shared, and Farron's in my inner circle in my work as well. She shared, I did the work. Yes, my dear friend, you did the work. You're incredible. So I did the work back then too. If you don't think that transformation of your life is work, yeah, that's probably maybe why it hasn't transformed yet. It is. Take it with a spoonful of sugar because it's worth it and it's not even that hard. It's really not that hard. Being stuck in a life that you don't love is way, way harder. So professionally, to tell you a little bit about my background, I dropped out of school in the 10th grade. I went back and I dropped out when I was 16, so grade 11. And I went and got my GED. And I went to school to be a music teacher because I wanted to, help kids like me, that music was their savior. But I quit that too. I was kind of a quitter. So far, I'd quit school 100% of the time. So I ended up having quite a knack for sales, management and training. So I did that for a long time, and I worked for some pretty incredible companies. And I'm going to say that my greatest learning in business, which was a long, long time ago, and thank goodness I continue to learn, but my foundation, the company I worked for when I was 22 years old, 21, 22, was on the cover of Forbes magazine as the most profitable company in America at the time. So, and believe it or not, it was a personal company. So it wasn't high tech or anything. This was back from like 1991, 92. So later in life, I was recruited to a company as a VP of sales and marketing. And my physical office was in Dallas, Texas. I mean, my home was in Kirkland, Washington. My office was in Dallas, Texas. Now we're all webby and virtual, and that's easy. Back then, it was get on a plane on Sundays and go and transfer in Colorado and go to Dallas, stay in my Sumner Suites hotel room, and then stay there for 5 days, leave on Friday, and rinse and repeat. So I had this, big office. I had this super sexy title. I was actually making a ton of dough, and I was miserable. Even though I'd made it, right? So back then, there I was at the Dallas airport, and picture, if you will, because we're going back like 24 years, 23 years, with my big giant Dell laptop computer that must have weighed 20 pounds back then. And I sat on the floor and I typed out, what do I want for my life? What do I want for my life? And so, it sounded a lot like the list that you see on the screen. It was, I want to work where I live. I want to limit my travel to like 10%. Traveling for business isn't bad. It's kind of cool sometimes, but like 10% of the time. I wanted to work normal hours, I just wanted to be beige for a while, like 9 to 5. And I wanted to, keep making my 150 a year, which I know is not a lot now, but this was 22 years ago. And I wanted to have 4 weeks of vacation. Now, by the way, I take 3 months. It's possible for you too. And I wanted to meet a man and fall in love, and he needed to be taller than me. As Victoria said, that's kind of a tall order. I am 6'2", flat-footed. So, and someone to make me laugh. So it looked a lot like this letter. And I got home and I printed it out on my dot matrix printer, and I just folded it up and I put it in the drawer. I just decided, it was like I just decided, this is it. This is what I want for my life. I took some time off. I went and got a pretty mindless sales job in Seattle. I broke up with my boyfriend, who was a good boyfriend. I had a good boyfriend for 4 years. And I ended up in Whistler, British Columbia, Canada. I don't know if you know that's north of Seattle. And if anybody knows me, I prefer not rain and cold and gray. But anyway, I was up there on this little getaway and I met the man of my dreams. I know. I got married 10 months after I met him, which was also like maybe only 11 months after I broke up with the 4-year boyfriend, which people might call it a rebound. But that was in 1999, right? 1999. So there you go. We're still married and happy. So it works. Here's the thing. I could have never predicted when I made that list. Victoria, go back one, would you? To the list, because I think it's powerful. And I'm just, yeah, that one. Thanks, love. I didn't really know what I was doing back then. I didn't really know what I was doing. I know what I'm doing now, and I'm going to help you do it. Because what I was doing is I was putting my order in. I was deciding that this is what I'd really love. And I was telling the GOD, the grand overall designer, whatever that is for you. Okay. You know, it's whatever that power that's greater than you is. That's the grand overall designer, the GOD, God, right? I was putting my order in, and there you have it. So again, I could not have predicted how I was going to meet this amazing guy, how I was going to have this great job, how I was going to make the money I was going to make, how I was going to get my vacation. I just didn't know how I was going to do all that. I just knew that that's what I would love. And I don't think I called it love back then. I just wanted it. Yeah, that's what it says. I want for my life. It's been, 22, 23 years. So I've gotten better at this, and I'll help you with the verbiage for this. So again, I took the time off, got married, moved to Canada. There's no way I could have said, I'm going to meet the man of my dreams. I'm going to get this great job and I'm going to move to Canada. So here I am now, 23 years later, with my amazing family, right? So blessed, so fortunate, so by design, right? So I want you to listen now. Enough about me. Really take in what I'm going to share with you. You have a story. You have a story. You're not your story. I am not my story of the high school dropout, or the daughter of the woman that was married 7 or 8 times, or the abuse of, that's not my story. That's my past. You have a past too, but the past is not who you are, right? You are not your past. You have to decide for your dream. And I didn't share all this stuff with you to impress you with my circumstances. I share my story to impress upon you that we may have some similar stories, and just how powerful you are within this universe, how powerful you are, right? You've got the same power as I do. So where do you start? You start from where you are, and you use what you have, and you do what you can. So imperfectly, write that down with your notes. Oh my goodness, write down imperfectly. Do it imperfectly. That's what I'm doing, hanging out with 50 of you tonight, imperfectly, warts and all, who cares? If one of you leave tonight, or 5 of you leave tonight, and you feel inspired and you take a turn of direction of your life, awesome. Do it imperfectly. I'm not going to hide. I'm going to share what I got. So Henry David Thoreau. Okay, so Henry David Thoreau was the handyman to Ralph Waldo Emerson. And he did an experiment where he lived deliberately for 2 years, 2 months, and 2 days. And it's so weird. My computer just went crazy. Yeah, I wonder why it did that. Anyway, how crazy. Okay, I have to get used to how I'm reading this now, because my computer just went black. See, that's imperfect. I have it in print here, so I can do it that way. Okay, 2 months. It's called Walden. 2 months, 2 years, 2 days. Okay. So it's called the experiment. Can you move into the experiment? There you go. So follow along with me here, and then I'm going to unpack this. So I have learned that if one advances confidently in the direction of their dream, endeavoring to live the life they are imagining, one passes an invisible boundary. All sorts of things begin to occur that never otherwise would have occurred. One begins to meet with success unexpected in common hours. New, more universal, more liberal laws begin to establish themselves around this person, or the old laws are rearranged in one's favor. Nevertheless, one begins to live with a license of a higher order of being. Okay, we're going to break it down. I have learned that if one advances confidently, okay, confidently, write that down, confidently, in the direction of their dreams. This is what we're going to be working on tonight, a vision, a dream. What is it that you would really love? If they would advance in the direction of their dreams, endeavors to live that life they are imagining, that we are designing, one passes an invisible boundary. Okay, it's not explainable. We don't have to sit there and explain it. I can give you science or spirit or woo-woo or whatever, or you can go do that research on your own to validate what I'm telling you is true. They begin to meet with the success unexpected in common hours. Okay. So what we're going to talk about tonight is this. It's this fluid thinking. It works. When I wrote that note, I was unconsciously, when I wrote my to be list or I want list, I was unconsciously using that same technology, right? So it's the same technology that really successful people use anyway. So I'm going to give you another example. Here's that example. In 2012, yes, I was at a seminar and there was about 1,000 attendees there. And I was still pretty new at coaching, and I remembered that the speaker was inviting other coaches up on stage to be recognized for their excellent work, I think. And I remember saying to myself, I'm going to be up there next year. I didn't really know the how. I was trying to figure out the how in my head. I was trying to figure out the how, but I just knew I was going to be that good, to be recognized, to be up there in front of these 1,000 other peers. And that was in September. October, November, December, January, 4 months later, I not only was on stage with that speaker, but I was teaching alongside of her. So there you go. Could not have figured it out. So I need you to let go of control on the how. If I haven't made my point, I don't know how else to do it. Just trust me on this one. Let go of the how for a while and just focus on the what. So this is it. This is the Design Your Life Vision Workshop, living life in full spectrum. So here we are. You might be a person who has had a lot of success, but you just don't feel fulfilled. Or life is good, but it's just not great. Maybe you hit a financial plateau. You know what, Sam, I can't get over that $2,000 a month. I can't get over that 10 grand a month. I can't get over that 20 grand a month, whatever that number is. It happens all the time. You hit your plateau. There's really, we can fix it, just so you know. Maybe you want to have or improve on a relationship. Maybe it's better health or well-being. Maybe the pandemic tossed your life so upside down that it's time for you to design and live by design and not by default. I have to pause, right? Let's talk about the elephant read thinking. And I'm going to read this out loud. You can read along if you like, but it says, let me get my glasses here. How do you get a creature that outweighs you by several thousand pounds to do what you want? Yet it can hardly find desirable. For example, long hours transferring fallen trees from one location to another. So here's the answer. Pay attention. From very young, tie it with an unbreakable iron chain to an immovable iron stake until it gets the message. You cannot change this situation no matter what you do. So once the animal's will has been broken, you can remove the chain and the stake, and it will respond to even the lightest tug conveyed by the thinnest reed tied to its ankle. Thus, this powerful animal is prevented from realizing that it could walk away at any time, crushing most obstacles in its path. I've had river reed thinking. I've had it. So my question is, do you have some of it too? Are you living in conditions and circumstances? And I'm going to explain that for a second. So I'm going to have Vic, I'm going to have you hang on to that for a second. Living in conditions and circumstances will often sound like, yeah, but I don't have the letters after my name, or yeah, but I didn't go to school for that, or I'll do that when this changes. I don't have the money now. I'll do it when I have the money. I'll start my diet on Monday. Anybody that's read my book has heard me talk about conditions and circumstances. So you have to decide that you're ready to grow. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. You have to make a decision that you're ready to grow and let go of some of that river reed thinking. River reed, easy for me to say. So the Jerusalem Talmud says every blade of grass has an angel leaning over it that says, grow, grow. You have it too. You know what? If you have a clear vision of what you want, and takes some action every day, little action every day, you too will push through what feels like concrete. I've seen it hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I don't want to say thousands, but maybe thousands of times. So I know it's possible. Not only possible, it's likely if you do the work, you know? So the quality of life, this is a good one too, write it down, is determined by the quality of the questions we ask, right? This is one of the ways that we grow and discover more for ourselves, you know, by asking quality questions. I always tell people, you know, if you're getting shitty answers, it's most likely because you're asking low-level shitty questions. Simple. It's simple. That's the fact right there. So go ahead and write that down. If I'm getting low-level shitty answers, it's because I'm asking low-level shitty questions, or they're not quality questions, okay? You'll always get a quality answer if you've asked a quality question. So I want you to think about this. We've been taught for a lot, at least most of us have been taught through our generational growing up to ask questions that keep us thinking quite small. Like, you know, how am I going to get through the end of the month and pay my bills? And how can I take time off? And, you know, when really we could be asking a much more empowering question, like, what can I do to get to travel to Europe next summer and make 10 grand while doing it? The energy between those two examples I just gave you is like night and day. One is a poor little me, how can I do that? I'm stuck. And the other one is full of possibility, which allows the ideas to start flowing. What could I do? What could I do? Right? Now, I'm not going to do a big deep dive into the laws of attraction or manifestation here tonight, but I am going to ask you, where are your thoughts? Take a look. Where are your thoughts? You're always creating. You can't not create. You can't not attract. You've heard it before, where your thoughts go, energy flows, right? Careful what you wish for, you just might get it. It's all the same stuff, right? So what do you spend most of your time doing or attracting? Think about it. Where are your thoughts? Is it what can I do? Or is it what's happening to me? Do you spend most of your time in service of your dream life? Is it what makes you come alive? Or is it manifesting a bunch more of what you don't want? Oh, I have to work so hard. Oh, I have to do this. Oh, anyway. So pay attention to these next 4 slides. Okay. They're going to speak to fear that has been put through us. Okay, so here we go. Time magazine, what's wrong with US medicine? Battle of the economy, stand pat or do something. Is the US going broke? Oh, get to the next one, ready? Yeah. War in the Middle East. Oh, have you been hearing this message over and over? If indeed you ever turned into news or the newspaper or anything, it's impossible that you haven't, because these magazines, if you look in the upper corner up there, are from 1973. And we keep hearing the same issues pounded into us. Listen now, you must stand guard at the portal of your mind. Again, this is Ralph Waldo Emerson. I'm not making this stuff up. Really smart people back in the 1800s knew this stuff. Way back, actually, you're going to find traces of what I'm teaching you in the Bible, in the Talmud. It's Quran, honest to goodness, it's universal. So let's do it. Let's level up. Who's in? Ready? Who's in? I wish I could see everybody. Okay, I'm gonna look at the chat. Give me some yays or yeah, I'm ins or something in the chat. Anyone? Anyone? Whoop whoop. We got a whoop whoop. We got a couple of parties. Oh, Elaine's in. Yay! Come on, you guys. This is how I know that I'm not like, you know, sitting in the kitchen. Nice, nice, nice. I like it. Ha ha. Oh, look at Wendy talking my language there. So great. Angela, yay. Vámonos, Brookie. All right, you guys, I'm so excited for you. Okay, so I lost my notes. What slide am I on? Okay, defining design, blah, 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 blah. Let's go to the next slide. Defining and designing a life you love. This is your life by design. So how do you turn your dreams into reality? So it requires the work of defining, right? Life design starts with our thinking. I'm going to say it over and over, and you're going to get bored with me, but tough. When you're defining your dream, the most important question to ask yourself, write this down. Ready? Write this down. I'm going to get a drink of water for dramatic pause. What would I love? Write it down. You notice I didn't say what would I like, what would be good, what do I want, which I did 23 years ago, unskilled at that point. It's what would I love. So what would you love for your work or your creative expression? What would you love for your health and well-being? How about your time freedom and money freedom? Remember my story at the beginning, and we all have a very similar story at some point in our life. My story at the very beginning was I was in Dallas and I was making really good money, you know, for back then. But I was miserable because I had no time freedom. I wasn't enjoying it. Now, in case you're wondering, when I schedule my year, because I schedule my year, my inner circle knows this, and my clients that have done my workshops know this. And if you really read my book, you'd know this. I'm all about calendarizing, and actually calendarize around my vacation time. So I work around my personal time off. You can do it too. Anyway, okay. What about your love and relationships? What would you love in your relationships, maybe with a spouse or a future relationship, or maybe there's some discord you have with, you know, friends and family, I don't know. So I really want you to pay attention to your longings and your discontents. I call them not it's. Okay, that was so good, Victoria, you hit it right on the spot. Not it's. Sometimes your longings are going to speak louder, and sometimes it's your nope, not it. That is a not it for me. And they're going to be really loud and clear. So here we go. Down the middle of the page, I asked you all to have notebooks here. So you need to have something to write on. I'll just twiddle my thumbs for a second. Hey, my Design Your Business Mastermind group. Here's my 11 not it's from our group the other day. Remember last month? Anyway. Okay. So We got the line down the middle? Yes? Okay. We're going to come back to this page, but you're going to make like 4 pages that look just like that. Love on the top left, knotted on the top right, line down the middle. Next page, love on the top left, knotted on the top right, line down the middle. Next page, do 4 pages, okay? Now, first, before I do this, I need you to really listen to me. There is no ignoring the thoughts that come. Okay, your thoughts are in action all the time. They're always creating. They're always attracting. They're always being positive or negative, right? They always are, period. Okay, so Vic, stay on this slide until I say go. Okay, so don't hit 38 until I say go. Okay, let's do this little exercise. I want you to picture this. I want you to picture New York Harbor. Okay, so in New York Harbor, there's this giant woman that stands, like the statue, like stands in New York Harbor. And she's green and mighty, and she's holding this and, right? Do you picture it? What do you see? Go ahead and switch it now, Vic. Statue of Liberty. Oh, but wait, let me do this. Don't think about the Statue of Liberty. Whatever you do, don't think about the Statue of Liberty. Stop thinking about the Statue of Liberty. Stop thinking about her big and green and out in the harbor. See, it doesn't work. You can't say cancel that thought. You can't say, oh, don't think that. It doesn't work. So if that wasn't worth the price of admission, I don't know what was. So I want you to really pay attention. I'm grabbing my assignment again. I'm going to give you the assignment. And I want you to really pay attention. Okay. You're going to get maybe 4 minutes. Okay. And I'm going to recap on this. You're going to get maybe 4 minutes to do this assignment. So make sure you have your pen. Make sure you've got something to write with. And on each page, you have 4 pages there, you're going to put at the top of it, whatever your predominant thing you really want to work on in order. So let's say I really want to work on my money, Sam, you know, or my job, my career, or my business. I really want to work on my relationships. I really want to work on my health and my well-being. On each page, you're going to just start writing like a crazy person. Look, I just hit my WhatsApp or whatever, my step goal by sitting here bouncing around. Anyway, so it's going to look like this. This was career for me. This is very personal to me, but I'm going to show you. I practice what I preach. So this was my career and my health and well-being. I have everything on my left side. Oh, look, it's blurred out, so you can't see it, but it's there. Everything on my left side, and it says things like I set my own schedule. You know, oh, I don't want to read this too personal. Anyway, but you could have things like I set my own schedule. I don't want to commute would go on the not it side. I would love to be at my ideal weight, might be under health. I have amazing blood pressure, things like that. So I'm sure everybody, it makes sense. Somebody raised a hand. Did somebody raise a hand? Yes.
It's an old hand.
It's an old hand. It looks like a young, happy hand. It doesn't look old. Anyway, okay. So I'm going to give you guys 4 minutes just to write as fast as you can. Anything that comes to mind. Nobody's going to see this. Nobody's going to see it. So that's why I just want you to get vulnerable and get honest and get serious and write whatever you want. And then when we come back, we're going to do some really cool stuff with it. So I will see you back in 4 minutes.
$525,600 minutes, 525,000 moments so deep. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, and laughter and strife. In 525,600 minutes, how do you measure a year in the life? How about love? How about love? How about love? Measuring love. Seasons of love. Seasons of love.
525,600 minutes, 525,000 journeys to plan, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure the life of a woman or a man?
In truths that she learned, or in times that he cried, in bridges he burned, or the way that she died.
It's time now to sing out, though the story never ends.
Let's celebrate, remember a year in the life of friends. Remember love, love.
Oh, you got to remember the love. You know that love is a gift from up above. Share love, give love, spread love. Measure your life in love.
Seasons of love.
We have one more.
Seasons of
Measure your life in love.
Five hundred 25,600 minutes, 525,000 moments so dear, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, and laughter and strife. In 525,600 minutes, how do you measure a year in the life? How about love? How about love? How about love? Measuring love. Seasons of love. Seasons of love.
525,600 minutes. 525,000.
It goes fast, doesn't it? It goes fast. Okay, so I'm gonna have you bring your attention back. And I don't want to start my video yet. I don't want to distract anybody. So I have my video on, but I'm going to turn it off for a minute because I just really want you to get this image. I want you to imagine that in your lap is this book. Every single page is a day of your life. Lots of pages on the left and the right, The pages on the left have been written on. Some of you have bigger book to the left, and some of you have more left to the right, which is blank. You've been given the power. You've been given the authority. You are now in the position. There's nothing to hold you back. Now is your time. Will these pages be written by design or by default? Remember, you're always imagining. You're always creating. You have no choice. You will create your life from design or by having no vision, no path. You'll create it and experience it by default. Okay. Stay with me, eyes closed. Let's expand a little bit on those 4 areas. We're going to visualize the new you, the bit of transformation that you're seeking. Let's do it. In the areas of health and well-being, bring that image to your mind. What is your image of health for yourself? How do you feel in your body? What activities do you engage in? What do you eat? What does your skin look like? What's your weight? What's your blood pressure? What's your stress level? What would you love in the areas of health and well-being? And your relationships? What will your relationships be like? Do you have a desire to deepen an existing relationship, more harmony? Is there discontent? Is there any discord that needs to be resolved? What would you love in the area of your relationships? Visualize this, put it on. Financial freedom. What would you love in terms of the flow of money into your life? What would you do with it? What would you do with that money? Would you go on a trip? Would you have the home you always wanted? Would you give in the ways you've always wanted to give? What would you love in the areas of your financial freedom? And what kind of work would you love to do in the world? How do you see yourself expressing your gifts? What would really just light you up? Put it on. We think in pictures. So it's time, draw as vivid as a picture as you can. Let your imagination go. When I say the word door, if I say picture a door, you're picturing a door. It might be brown, it might be concrete, it might be blue, it might be metal, but you're picturing a door. You're not seeing the letters D-O-O-R. You see in pictures. We all see in pictures. So here we go. We're going to start getting into it now. I am. I am. So take your loves and your not it's, and here, and turn them into your new story. Turn them into your vision as if you already have it. So let's pretend, pay attention now. You got to really pay attention. No distractions. Let's pretend it's 3 years into the future, right? And you bump into me. So on this piece of paper, get a new clean piece of paper. And I want you to write October 19th, 2024. Wow, it's only 3 years from now, 2024. And you're going to write your new story. Don't worry, I'm going to keep giving you help here. As the I am. Write these words down. I am, I have, I feel. Okay, so those are all approach goal words. I am, I have, I feel, versus avoidance goals, which is I wish or I want. No, I wish or I want, and no try. Okay, so an example would be I got out of debt. No, I live in financial abundance would be the way you'd want to say that. I don't hurt when I get out of bed anymore. You would want to put it more as I physically move with ease and comfort, comfort and ease. I want to lose weight. No, I'm so happy living at my ideal weight. Do you see those examples I gave you are very much in the present tense? Okay, very much in the present tense. So now you're going to spend some time writing out what you imagined. Okay, so really listen to me. You're going to write it out like a story. Whatever you had on your loves, you're going to write out as if it all worked out, as if it all worked out. It's really important. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful that I do this amazing work in the world. I love my grandkids. I get to see them, every other weekend, whatever it is that really fires you up, that just brings you so much love and joy and content and happiness. I'm so happy I have X amount of money in investments. I'm so happy that my husband and I are in perfect health. I'm so happy that I attend church regularly, whatever it is. I'm so happy I'm in my perfect size, whatever. So happy my blood pressure is at 110/80, whatever. Okay, so you get my thing. You're going to start writing it down as if it's a story that you're looking back on. It all worked out. Okay, so you're going to get 6 minutes, which means you can also run to the potty and come back if you want. But you have to do this piece of the work. I just want you to know right now, if you don't do this piece of the work, you need to disconnect from the session. Okay? Because the rest of the day won't matter. So it's okay, and I'll still love you, but this is the meat of why we're doing this. Okay? So Victoria, will you mend the time? I think we'll let's just do 5 minutes. 5 minutes, you guys. So 7:30 Mountain, 6:30 Pacific. We will go back live and you're going to have your new story. Okay? I'll see you soon.
One more minute, everyone. One more minute.
Okay, come on back. I know it's fast, isn't it? Come on back. So here we are. It's time to test your dream. That you wrote your dream out. I would love this. This is my vision. So we're going to test it. So you need to answer these next 5 questions. Number 1 is, does it give me more life? Right? And so that's kind of like, does it fire me up? Does it just like, oh, make my heart do that? Does it align with my core values? Does it cause me to grow? And of course, what I mean by that is, does it scare me a little bit? You know, does it scare me? Yeah, then good. You know what I mean? That means it's going to cause you to grow, because you're going to have to move through some fear. Does it require help from a power greater than me, a higher power? And understand that I'm not preaching religion here, right? So when I say this to you, I say that higher power could be a mentor. It could be somebody that knows these answers that you don't know, because we need to get to a state where we ask for help. It's okay. We're not meant to know it all. Mentors have mentors, coaches have coaches, you know, that type of thing. So, and then the last one is, does it have some good in it for others? And I'm going to go ahead and answer that for you. Yes. Yes, it does have good in it for others. When you're living your best life, whatever that looks like for you, it is not a competition of stuff. It is when you're living a life that fills you up, you can't hide it. You can't hide it. And if it is stuff, let's say it is financial abundance, you're going to give a bunch of stuff away. You're going to help people. Anybody that works with me knows when they're in my inner circle, or if they're in my, and that's a business thing, by the way, or if they're my clients in any of my programs, they will tell you, you have to make a donation to get to work with me. Yay, right? So there will be good in this for others, because you're going to be living at a higher level of existence. So awesome. If I could just sit here for hours and interview and share with you all the people whose lives transformed because they did the work. It's so awesome. Okay, so that's it. I hope you answered yes to all that. Now it's time to decide. You're deciding for your dream. It's going to require a commitment and a willingness to get bigger than your circumstances. I talked about circumstances and conditions in the beginning. It's going to require a willingness to live from a larger truth of who you are, from the greatness that is within you, right? Rather from the circumstances, the I would buts of our life. So if you're ready to make a commitment to design your life, hello, go ahead and do some actions again. Do the reactions. Tell me, you said you were in before, but are you like in? Yes, yes. Okay, that's it. Yeah, those are cool. Thumbs, laughing. Awesome. Party, clap, sweet. This is so fun. This is so fun. Yeah, baby. I like it. I like it. Okay, so you need to sign and date your vision. Sign it. You're like, oh, shit, she's serious. Sign and date your vision. Today is October 19th, 2021. Sign your name. That's when you're really in, man. That's when you said, I'm deciding for my dream. And that's a symbol of it. Okay. I'm going to mute me and tell you guys to turn up your volume just for this cute little piece and listen to what he says. Please turn it up because it's not very loud.
All right, then we're gonna go sell a bone density scanner. How about that? You wanna do that?
No. Hey, Dad, I'm going pro. I'm going pro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. You'll probably be about as good as I was. That's kind of the way it works, and I was below average. So, whoa. So you'll probably ultimately rank somewhere around there, so you'll excel at a lot of things, just not this. I don't want you out here shooting this ball around all day and night, all right?
All right.
Okay? All right, go ahead. Hey. Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. All right?
All right.
You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period. Let's go.
Dad.
Okay, well, you can turn it down now because I'm really loud, so you don't have to turn me up. Wow, right? Don't let anybody tell you about your life. That's it. Don't let anybody tell you about your life. Okay, we're starting to wrap up. Here we go. We're going to put on your dream. This is like the pinnacle. This is the best part. And I'm telling you, anybody that's done this workshop with me before, they love this. So don't get chicken and don't bail out. You're going to go to breakout rooms in just a minute. You can't bail. You have come so far. Okay, super fun. Don't quit now. Okay. And nobody's going to be in the room with you. So you're not going to be recorded or anything like that. So there you go. It's just be you and your partner. And you probably don't even know your partner, which makes it even more fun. Victoria and Faith are working crazily behind the scenes to make sure that the different names don't match and everything, to try and make sure that you're with a total stranger. Anyway, and if you're not, then that's cool too. So here's the thing. You got to trust me on this one. And you got to pay attention to what I'm telling you. You got to listen to the instructions. Okay, I've done this thing like 30, 50 times, million times, I don't know. And somebody always messes up. So I've gotten really good at the instructions. So listen to the directions before you start. Here we go. I, Sam, have this amazing time machine. This is our imagination here. I have this amazing time machine. And you're about to step into it. Okay, so we're going to make 3 spins in the time machine into the future. And that will be 3 years from now. So when you end up in your breakout room with your new friend, right? Your new friend that you met 3 years ago at Sam's Vision Workshop, get it? You're going to tell them how life's really worked out and what's going on. Okay, so it might sound a little bit like all of a sudden you're in the breakout room and it's like, hi, it's so great to see you. You're gonna pretend you know each other because this is deep work. This is fun. So be kind and open and generous and all that stuff. playing small, you only have like 2 minutes, is really dumb. So don't play small in this piece. Don't play shy in this piece. Put on me and be out there if you want. Like, don't care. Okay. So you're going to go in and say, oh my gosh, it's so great to see you. Tell me about yourself. What's happened in the last 3 years? And that's when your written out vision is going to start coming out. Oh my gosh, well, I lost the 30 pounds, as you can tell. I've been working out. I feel amazing. I've got some good muscle going on. I'm madly in love. I own my house free and clear, whatever it is. You see what that is? Do you see what that is? You have 2 minutes to say all this great stuff. And then you're going to switch sides, and you're going to say to the other person, tell me about you. And it's going to go back and you're going to read your vision. You guys, this is powerful stuff, right? So this is a safe place for us to hang out. If you want to grow and do this work and all that, then you just got to lean in right now, and you got to trust, because it's just the coolest. It's the coolest outcome ever. So that's it. I don't think there's any questions. Once again, raise your hand if you're like, I don't get it. I get really excited, right? So maybe I jumped over things. Nobody's raising a hand. Do I have hands raised? Hands raised? No? Oh, I explained it properly. I explained it properly. Okay, you guys, don't try and overcompensate each other, just like you're running into a really good old friend. Uh-oh, Danielle's driving. Oh no. You'll be the special guest, or maybe not. Okay, there you go. Then, there you go. Yeah, do that. Okay, you guys, ready? Set, start breaking them into breakout rooms, Victoria.
All right, I'm going to open the rooms now. If you need anything, you can come back to the main session, but I will bring you back, okay? And I will give you a warning. So get settled in. We'll make sure someone's in the room with you. Bye.
So excited. I'm so excited.
You should all be getting requests now to go to your room. Please accept. Please accept.
Oh my gosh, this is so
Please
fun.
accept.
You guys, it takes action on your part.
Let's see. So Anna, and then there's a user that's there. So I'm going to move Terry with Lynn. So they're together. All right. Claudia needs someone. So I'm going to move. Faith, can you join Claudia, please? Have Lynn coming back in. Let's see. Tan Flowers, you should be going to a room. Lynn, I'm going to put you with Brooke. Just a moment, Lynn. So Brooke, please accept. I think Anna and Tan may not be with us, but let me check on everybody else. Two, iPad manual. Move Nathalie with iPad manual. Anna, Tan, are you there? Okay. Let's see, two. Okay, we can officially start now.
Awesome, possum. Now everybody sees why we need to stay in. Cool, go for it.
All right, I believe everyone should be going already. So 2 minutes, we'll say.
They
About
probably already started
46.
some of them. Yeah.
Those who kind of just got in their rooms. Let me write that down. 9:46. I will tell them to swap. Anna and 10, if you're there. That user is coming back in.
Can you message user like privately and say hi? Or no?
I can. Let me figure out where they are first. And they can just hang out in the waiting room with us and see if they say anything.
Yeah. Well, it also something may have happened, right? Like went to accept it and disconnected themselves or something.
Hi, Terry. Welcome back.
Hi. My
Hey, did everything go ahead?
my participant wasn't there,
Oh, goodness.
but I talked up a storm. And I asked her how she was doing.
Oh, goodness. All right. It looks like Lynn's still in there, but she's just mute.
Yep.
We're about
No
to bring everybody back soon.
Yeah, no photo or anything either.
All right. I'm going to close the rooms and they'll be on their way back here. Welcome back, everyone. We just have a few people still in their room.
Get out of the room. See, it's scary once you're in there, but then you don't want to leave once you're in there. Stop your yapping. Come on back, everybody. It's so fun.
10 seconds.
Boom, boom, boom. Du- du- du. Du- du- du. Du- du- du. And those rooms should be closed. Yes? No?
Yes, they are
Great.
closed. Everybody's coming
Everybody's
back.
coming back. Come on back. Come on back. OMG. Okay, so I still see some people in rooms, or do we have everybody back now, love? Okay, everybody's back. Okay, while you're on this kind of cool, high energy yumminess, what you want to do is I'm going to ask you a question and I want you to write down the answer on your own paper. Okay, so the future self that was just in that room with your new old friend, okay? If that future self could speak back to your 2021 self, what advice would they give you? What would he or she or they or them want you to know? Write it down. Write it down. Okay. Okay. So here we go. What would you do if you didn't think it was impossible? Right? What would you do if you were really living big? And I worded that right. I know it's improper grammar, but I worded it exactly. What would you do if you didn't think it was impossible? If you were guaranteed that it was going to work out, what would you do? That's the question today. That's a powerful quality question. If I knew it was going to work out, what would I do? Because guess what? Up until now, it's always worked out. If you're here in this session with me, it's always worked out. Maybe not exactly how you wanted, but it's always worked out. Oh, it's it. This is it. I mean, we're coming into the final minutes here. We'll have a couple of minutes to chat, but I love teaching this fluid thinking and really breathing life into your visions and into your new stories and holding safe places and spaces for us to dream really big together. And I would love supporting you from where you are now to creating that life that you would love living. Now, I also know from years of experience of training and coaching that once we hang up from this Zoom, life's going to happen. You get busy. You're going to go run and tend to the kids. You're going to finish up on some stuff that you need to finish, or you're going to grab a glass of wine, or you're going to run down and, whatever, check your emails, get on Facebook, blah, blah, blah. And what's going to happen is I'm going to ask you, Victoria, can you make it so everybody can be in the gallery right now? Gallery view. There we go. Hi, now I can see you guys again. I'm so excited. I can see you. I want you to look around. Go ahead and you can use your little scroll button. And I want you to look at everybody you've been hanging out with today. Okay, I'm going to go look. Oh, look at those. Oh, I'm so excited to see your faces now. Look at that. Okay. So excited. Some people don't have cameras, so you can't really look at their faces, I guess, but look around, because what's going to happen is 80% of you, 80% of you are going to have lives very similar to the ones that you walked into this session with, because you're going to have good intentions. Oh, I'll get to that. I'll get to that. I see it all the time. Sorry, I see it all the time. Sorry to be the bummer here, but it's not going to change because we wish it, right? There's another group of you that are going, no, I'm up leveling. I want that life that I just breathed into in that room. And for you, I want to help you. Okay, so for you, I will offer some of my time free, and I'm going to put my eyes on your vision. Okay, I'm going to help you calibrate it, and we're going to have a little discussion and see if there isn't some tweaking for you. Okay, it's only going to be a short discussion, maybe up to 30 minutes, but I want to do that for you. Okay, if you're not serious, it's okay. I mean, timing's everything, so don't do it. But if you are serious and you're like, no, cool, Sam, I really could use some confidential love and breathing of life into this vision for me, because I've done thousands of these. Okay, I don't know about thousands. I love to exaggerate. My husband always says, I told you a million times not to exaggerate. Get it? Get it? Come on, Elaine, you're the comedian. You get that, right? Okay, I probably haven't said it a million times. That's the joke, you guys. All right. So if you're feeling like you want to take this deeper dive into the transformation from this workshop, then click into the link in the chat. I don't have the chat. Oh, I can't see it. Is it there? Yeah. Okay. Set some time with me. I would love it. This is one of my most favorite things I do. I would love it. Okay. So, and like people are coming in to the waiting room. Sorry, it's over. Anyway. And that's it. That's it. It's me doing that for you. So let me tell you something. This room was supposed to stop at 40 and it went to 57. So I'm so thrilled that so many people were super excited and and seeing familiar faces and faces I've never seen before that I can't wait to see again. If the calendar's full and you can't find a time, I'm going to give you my personal email address. Do not spam me. And if somebody cancels, I'll squeeze you in. Okay. So my personal email address, Victoria, do you have it or do you want me to type it in? It's Samantha@yourcoachandtrainer.com, but don't use it unless there's no time. This is kind of fun when there's only 50 people I can do this, you know, like next year, if I'm talking to 500, I don't think I'm going to give them my personal contact information. So, hey, okay, let's do some Q&As. Let's do some feedbacks. Can you guys raise your hand if you want to talk? Because I want to talk to you. How do I do that? Victoria, somebody give me a comment. Give me some feedback.
Can you raise your virtual hand at this time so we can see it, and then we'll unmute you.
Yeah, just raise your virtual hand if you have a question or.
But I see Tiffany's hand.
Okay, Tiffany.
I saw her real hand. Let me unmute.
Okay, that's cool. Where's Tiffany? Okay, Tiffany, you're muted.
What's going on? I just got into the whole thing and I'm so happy that I got here because I wasn't able to do it until Brooke sent me a link. And so now I'm here and I missed the whole thing. And
I
so
know.
now I'm really upset that I missed the whole thing. So I hope we can
We'll send you the playback.
I hope so, because I mean, I was really looking forward to this. And
okay,
and now
we'll send you the.
sorry.
Okay, Faith or Victoria, would you be kind enough to make a note to send Tiff the playback? Send me a note, I'll do it tomorrow. Okay, come on. I'm going to start calling on you. If you've never worked with me, trust me, I'm brutal. I will call you out. So give me a takeaway. Let's hear a takeaway from some of my inner circle, some of my people. Come on, Farron.
Brooke, I see Brooke's hand. Go ahead, Brooke. You can unmute yourself.
Hi, everybody. No, I just want to say I've been working with Sam professionally and personally for what, like 4 years now? I don't know, a while.
No.
And it really, really works. I
Not
mean,
long enough, because I love hanging out with you.
not long enough, but I truly believe in this method, and you have to put the work in and be dedicated to it, and as precise and intentional as you are, those dreams come true. So don't waste your, and Tiffany, you've known me for a long time and seen changes. And so there's definitely watch it back and just really dig deep with what you really, really want, because anything's yours. Don't be like the elephant, you know?
Thanks,
That's it.
Ricky. I love you. No,
Love you.
you're a testimony. I love you too. Okay, who's next? Elaine? You can unmute you, I think.
And just so you know, Wendy has her hand up too. So
Oh,
make sure
Wendy.
and
Okay,
get all
sorry.
around the room.
Okay.
Elaine, let's see. Elaine, what are you? You should be able to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Hi. Okay. I'm so glad I made it. So, I've done a lot of these, but what I think I loved that I was reminded of is that we're creating everything anyway. So we might as well create the fun stuff, right? Like
Right.
I've been in the transformational world since 97. And for so long, I didn't realize how I would drift. I would like go be a speaker and get ovations or, be expanded as a touring comedian. And then I'd come back to New York and contract,
Yes.
And so even though I would have the tools, but then I wasn't always being consistent. And
And
so
staying connected.
I wasn't always staying connected. And part of it was lifestyle, part of it was toxic work environment, whatever, it doesn't matter. But like, I just really got like, we're creating stuff anyway. So we might as well harness this amazing power to create exactly what we want. And
Right.
that's taken a long time for me to get that piece. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but
No, it totally
I
makes
feel
sense.
like I got that distinction tonight.
Thank you.
So, thank you.
And just like, remember, because we're going to sit there and have this conversation, because you and I are going to be friends forever, I've decided. We're
Yeah.
going to have this conversation. I got to meet Elaine in person in Sedona last week, so that's why this is so fun. And then we're going to say, oh, I get it. So right now we're going, oh yeah, I remember that. And then you're going to go, oh, no, now I really get it. And then another
Right.
year is going to go by and you go, I really get it.
Right.
And so that's the cool part about it, is that it's just a deeper knowing. By
Right.
practicing.
It's like grokking it. Like, you get it intellectually and you're like, that's interesting. And then it gets to your heart. But then to me, like when it's in your bones, like
Yeah.
you get it on that whole other, like, oh,
Yeah. Well,
So-
and again, it's having people around you in life, if it's working with me or with an accountability partner, whoever, but someone who knows this kind of work, the work that you've been doing since 97, the work that I've been doing, the work that some of you are just starting on, some of you are being reminded of. You need to have people that think this way, so
Right.
that they can throw you a life ring every once in a while. Hey, what's that?
Right.
Hey, even Brooke, who I just adore so much, and she's one of my most favorite people on the planet. I can remember her saying to me at times, like, what are you saying? That's not how you talk. I'm like, oh my God, you're right. Awesome, Elaine. Thank you so much for making time and hanging out. I love seeing your
Thank you.
face.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, Wendy, I think was the next one, right?
Yes.
Wendy.
Hello, Samantha and everybody.
Hello, Miss Wendy.
I just want to thank you once again, Sam. I've known you for a while, but this has been unbelievable, because as you know, that I've been able to, create, and this word that you have of the design my own life is so powerful to me, because I've been sort of doing little baby small steps, and everything in my life has just shucken up this year. Like everything that I created is now coming, I don't want to say coming apart, but there's changes happening. So I've been sitting in a little bit of fear, and just doing this workshop, it reminded me of the power that I have, and I know that we all have, because like Elaine said, we're constantly creating our life and we cannot not create it.
Yeah.
So like, whether I want to think small or whether I want to think big, or like there's no way around it. So thank you once again for channeling that strength of how I want to be. And I'm super excited for 3 years down the road.
I love this. I'm so excited for you, and thanks for sharing that. And you're pretty special. I love everybody so far, because these are people that are my people. I love you. I love, the fact that we get to work together still every other Monday in group. And we have a cool coaching group from the last course we did. And that's like lifetime work right there, sister. So.
And I know, like I don't know, like who hasn't known Sam.
There's a
But
lot of people that don't know me.
really,
This is
okay.
fun.
Well, if you have any doubt, do not, like, you must have this 30, I don't know what you're doing, this meeting, personal one-on-one meeting, you must absolutely sign up for it, because it will change your life. I am not this type of person. But
No, you've known me for like 22 years.
I
and
know,
just
but
started working with me last year. So
you are, yeah, I know. I've never done Sam's workshop. I always see it and I'm like, yeah, whatever, Sam. But I decided to say yes to Sam this year. And
but it's
holy
just
crap.
to you. It's just to you.
Yeah.
You decided to say yes to you, and you just
Yes.
let me kind of spank you and love you and hug you and spank you.
Yeah, because I was resistant. And then
Yeah.
I'm glad I said yes to me.
Thank you. I'm too. So is everybody around you.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, make Wendy go away. I love her. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, what else have we got? This is awesome. Farron.
Hello.
Hello.
So I just wanted to say, I feel like I'm kind of reiterating a little bit of what Elaine said, but it was so crazy because I did that. I mean, obviously we do this exercise in mastermind.
Yeah, every year. Every September, we do it again. Yeah.
Or whatever, our like little re-ups and everything. So we're constantly circling back to this. And I did it the first time with you like almost 8 years ago in that little space over in front of Home Depot.
Yeah.
And we did the 3 circles.
Oh,
and
we
turned
did it.
around and we had to like stand there and say our thing really fast in a room full of people. And that was so scary. And I was just telling Anne when I did it with her, I was like, I did this exact thing. But it's so crazy because I guess my takeaway that
please. I love your takeaway.
how important, it doesn't matter how many times we do this, it never gets old. Like, how many times people are like, I've done that before. Yep, I know that exercise. Sure. Yeah, I did that. It's okay. Like, no, you didn't. Because like it's always different. It's whatever we're going through in this moment. So we can do this exercise at time and time and time again, every 6 months or every year or whatever. And as we're doing our vision boards and all of these things, how important it is to stay in tune with this because it pulls us back.
Yeah.
And it's exactly what, Elaine was saying. It's that little tune up that we need to be able to stay engaged. So don't be too cool and think you've already done it.
Yeah. Well, it's like I write in my book, shameless plug for the book. It's like I write in the book, I know that. No, you don't. You know about that. If you know it, you live it in every ounce of your being. So when you catch yourself saying, yeah, I know that. No, you don't. You just know about it, and we all slip and we all check in and we all need to have these moments. And it's really cool that you say this 8 years ago, that this was 8 years ago, the first time you did this exercise, because it is different. Exercise is the same. The information is the same. You've changed. And that's why it lands different. That's why it's like, oh, because you've changed. And so thank you for bringing that up. It means the world to me that you share that and that you kind of got that wake up of, no, I know about that. And it'll be different again this time. I love you. Thank you. Anybody else have a question, takeaway, anything? Was this helpful?
Mm-hmm.
Can I see a whoop whoop? A yes, this was helpful. Awesome. Okay. So I'm just looking. I see smiles. Good. I hope you feel good about things now. I hope that this time was worth it for you. I'm not, is Janelle raised her hand? Hey.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I just came in late, I think. And I wanted to watch the whole thing from before, but I came in late. Brooke gave me the link late. And
okay,
but she gave me a link before. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Samantha.
No,
I
honey.
think I met you before. I'm the manager at Red Rum.
I know. We played Cards Against Humanity together. Yes, I remember.
Hi. Oh, hi. And anyways, and I want to be here in this group, and I feel really good about it. But
no worries. Just click on the Kalindi link, and we will send you the playback. And click on that link, love. No worries. Okay, I lost Janelle. Wasn't Janelle in here?
She was, but let's see, Janelle's there. Janelle, would you like to say something?
Hello?
She's off.
Okay, so
Janelle,
no.
you there?
It
Okay.
was an accidental hand wave. All right, you guys. Well, we're done. We're out. I promised you. It went long because it was just really, really fun. Yes, I will. My mic isn't working. Oh, it's okay. Do you want to go use Manny's mic or something? Most excellent adventures are within your reach. Thank you, Sam and Co. Yes. Oh, okay. She wants to. She go unmute Manuel Gallegos.
Done.
Okay, let's hear it. Hello.
iPad Manuel G. Unmute.
Okay, hurry up or I'm gonna cut us all off. Everybody's hanging out. Ready?
Can you hear me?
Yay, there we go.
Oh,
Bring it.
yay. My mic wasn't working for this whole thing. Manuel's was, but mine wasn't. And I apologize, Anna. I'm so sorry. In our room, we weren't able to chat. I was trying everything to get to it. I apologize so bad. I feel really bad on that because that was something that I was looking forward to. We're together. I see. I just wanted to say, you know what? It kind of just makes me refocus on what's important to me. And our goals have changed over the years of how many different milestones we've actually made with our girls getting ready to get married and all those different things. So having us look at the next 3 years, I'm so excited about it. I want to be out of this business and I want to be just traveling. I want to be retired.
I love it. I think it's a great plan. You know, Janelle, you've known me for what, 14 years now, right?
Yes.
You know that I work 16 hours a week.
Yeah, I know. And
by design. And that's not me showing off, you know what I mean? And that's literally, it's by design. I'm about to up it to like 20 because I have bigger goals this year. So
yes.
Right. So
yes.
I'm down with that. I'm super excited for you. Get that going. I'm so happy to see you guys and thank you for making time. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you for that too. And again, Anna, I so apologize to you.
I think there was a couple of people that went MIA. So that's now you guys, and you didn't go MIA. It was just a technical.
Right. I was clicking. I was trying to do everything because she kept saying, hola, hola, you know, I was trying everything and I felt so bad. And then she got out of the room. So,
well, here you go, you guys. It's the work works great regardless. It works really good if you verbalize it. I will put my eyes on your vision and we'll breathe some life into it. We'll have a 15, 20, 25-minute conversation. I hope you grabbed your spots. And on that, I'm going to say good night. So much love. Live your life by design because you're going to live a life anyway. Why not design it, right? Okay. Bye, you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
It's my life, it's now or never. today.